Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to set up your Unity project with OpenXR so that you can build hand tracking apps for Quest and Pico using the same project. So let's just get started right into it. What I'm doing here is I'm using Unity 6. This is the latest version of it, so it works better. Now let's just look at all the different packages that we need to make sure that this works. The very first thing is installing XR plugin management. So if you go to your edit project settings here and then click on XR plugin management, you will see an install XR plugin management button. Just click on that and let it do its thing. So once that is done, switch to Android and select OpenXR here. What this will do is install the OpenXR plugin in your project. Great. So once this is done, what you will see is you have some warnings here. So you can just go to project validation and click on fix all. This should automatically fix a lot of stuff a lot of issues that you get here. We have an issue here, but we can look at that later. Let's just install all the other packages that is necessary. So the first thing that I can think of is the XR interaction toolkit, which gives us a lot of things that are necessary. So you can just type in XR interaction toolkit, click on install. The XR interaction toolkit is done. Now let's just install other samples that XR interaction toolkit has, which we can use. The first thing that I can think of is the starter assets, so import that. Okay, so now starter assets is imported. Import the hands interaction demo here. Okay, so we have some issues. So what we can do is we'll just fix all. Now let's go back here and let's try and import the hands interaction demo again. Okay, our hands interaction demo was installed. Was successfully installed. Now what we want to do is here, if you go back, it says that hands interaction demo hand visualizer needs XR hands. So let's just try and fix that. What it will do is it will automatically install the XR hands plugin that we need. Let that do its thing. Now once we have the XR hands tool here, what we can do is go back to XR interaction toolkit and import the XR device simulator. This is something I like. I think it just helps us test your application in the Unity editor itself. That's pretty much most of the things that we need for OpenXR and Meta, and this will kind of work if you make a build. But what we want is we also want to integrate Pico here. So what we are going to do is go to Pico's OpenXR resources here and then download our Pico Unity OpenXR SDK version 1.4.0. I'll link it in the description. Once that is downloaded, what you have to do is you have to manually add this here. So you can click on this plus icon in the package manager, install package from disk, go to wherever your Pico OpenXR plugin is downloaded and extracted and select the package.json here. This will automatically download and integrate your plugin. Now we technically have almost everything that we need. If you look at it here, you have the Pico XR feature group here, and then all the necessary information or feature groups, all the then you have all the necessary controls here to make sure that you're building for Pico or Quest. Now let's just do some other settings so that we are ready to build and so that we can get into the scenes. If you go to player settings, one of the things that we need to change here is the API level. Set it to 29 because I think that works best, and then you can just set up a name here. Then the important thing is to set your active input handling to the new system package. When I click this is going to take a lot of time and like restart the whole editor. So yeah, that's going to happen. So I'll just click this here now. It says this change can take a lot of time, so you can just apply and this will do its thing. Okay, so now once we have our input system package assigned, what we want to do here is what we just go to XR plugin management and XR interaction toolkit, click on use XR device simulator in the scenes. What it's going to do is it's going to instantiate an editor only XR device simulator prefab. So whenever you play a scene, it will automatically instantiate an XR device simulator. It's just useful to help. It's just useful for you. So what we can do now here is, because we install the XR interaction toolkit, it has enhanced interaction demo. So that's the scene that we are going to use. I'll open up this scene here. What I'll do is go to my build profiles in Android and add open scenes, and then just go to my game view and then just hit play. Yeah, you will see here that it automatically plays. This is an OpenXR scene, and if you can see, it's OpenXR controllers. And then if I just do tab, it gives me access to different controllers. You can see that it's working. Now I just going to press Q a bit, and then this is here. I can just grab this using G. So yeah, you can see that the controls are working. Unfortunately, in the XR device simulator, the hands don't work, but I've tested this, so you can just hit build. Now I'll show you how to build for Quest or Pico specifically. It's actually very simple. You go to project settings, you click on OpenXR. You will see here that there is a Pico XR feature group. So let's say you want to build for Pico. What you do is you can just select this here. You will see different types of issues here because we haven't added a touch controller profile or a controller profile here. So you can just go here and then click whatever controllers you want. I don't like Neo 3. Yeah, so I'm going to add just Pico 4 controllers because that's what supports hand tracking, and I'm also going to add the hand interaction profile. So this is automatically gone, and then now you're ready to build for Pico. And in the same way, if you want to build for Quest, what you want to do is you want to deselect this, take out your Pico controllers, add your Meta Quest controllers from here, and add your hand interaction profile. Go to all features, and then you just have to select hand tracking subsystem, hand tracking aim, and Quest support. This will show you this warning, but you can ignore this. And then once this is done, you can just hit build normally, and then it will build for Quest. But this is very annoying at point because every time you have to keep changing and keep taking these things. So what I've done is I've written an editor script which I will attach in the GitHub repo. And then here we have two different functions which are built for Quest and built for Pico. We have an increment build version function which like just gives it a pretty name, make sure that the version increments all the time. And then we have other functions like list interaction profiles and configure the Quest interaction profiles whenever we hit build for Quest, and Pico profiles whenever we hit build for Pico. And it also like disables either or. So you can, yeah, you can, let's take a look at this and try this out. and I have this menu button here which is just built for Meta Quest. So if I just click on this, it would build a Quest app, and then if I click on this, it will build for a Pico app. Now I've already built an application for Pico here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the Pico emulator really quickly because I don't have a Pico headset with me, and then show you how this works in a Pico headset. So we just made a Pico build. What I'm going, and this is my Pico emulator. You can find it in Pico Developer Center here. Once this is done, what I'm going to do is I have this APK that I just built. I just have to drag and drop this here. It will install automatically. And then I can click on my app here. And you can see that I have this thing. I'm using my right controller, so the grip button for the right controller is O. Oh, I have to enable controller button mode. And then yeah, I'm using the right controller, so if I just do this, if I press O, it should work. You are able to grip it. Yep. So all the other things work as well. Can just do this manipulation. Yeah, you can test this on your Pico headset, and I think it should work. I think it should work with the hands as well. Okay, so we are right now in the Quest build, and let's just check if everything works here. All right. Yep, you can see the buttons are here. It's working really well. You can just grab this, and the far grab also works. If I just put down my controllers and then switch to hands, that works as well. All the things that work in controllers work for hands as well. Just, yeah, this is, yeah. Yeah, some problems, but mostly it should work. Yeah, so yeah, so that was the whole tutorial. We just saw the Quest build as well as Pico build in the emulator. If there are any issues, please let me know in the comments. I'll try to reply to most of them. So this project will be up on GitHub, so you can download it and use it for yourself. Thank you.